Good morning, children. How are you? Happy Navratras to all of you. Now, you know that we were doing Topsy-Turvy land. This poem has been explained to you. New words have been done with you. And without wasting any time, we are going to do the next few things. Children, when you were reading the poem, and when the poem was being explained to you, a few questions must have come to your mind. What are those questions? What is topsy-turvy? You know what is topsy-turvy. What is the meaning of upside down? Upside means upside, ऊपर की side. Now suppose this is upside. When this is like this, it becomes topsy-turvy. When the bed sheet is on the table and not on the bed, or the bed sheet is on the floor and it is spread on the floor, what will you say? It is topsy-turvy. When your toys are scattered everywhere, not in the tub, at that time you will say that it is topsy-turvy. When you are finding your books in the bookshelf, you don't get, you search for them everywhere, at that time it is topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy means उल्टा-पुल्टा, the upside down. जो ऐसे होना चाहिए वो बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट हो, उसको topsy-turvy हम लोग बोलते हैं. Yes. Now, children, one more thing. Now look at the poem. I am not going to explain the poem, but only a few words. Page number 111. The people walk upon their heads. The sea is made of sand. The children go to school by night in topsy-turvy land. What is by night? What is by night? We always teach you that it is never by night, never in the night, it is always at night. Don't we teach you? When while doing the prepositions, I taught you that you have to use at. So you can ask me a question, Madam, why this is by night? At night means, now listen to one or two sentences. The moon appears at night, not by night. Because the moon is supposed to appear only at night, that is why वो night की ही activity, वो night में ही होता है. We know that. But do we go to school at night? Never. But in topsy-turvy land, the children were going to school by night. Means going to school in topsy-turvy land was a night activity. By night means night activity. Understood? At night doesn't mean night activity. Got it? It is night activity, that is why we use by night. Fine? Why I am teaching? Because we have to do questions and answers. For that purpose, I have chosen this phrase. Okay? This is idiomatic. Now we are going to do only 3 because the poem is very simple and it is very simple, easy to understand also. I hope you have understood. Now who is saying did not understand by night? Raat se at night, raat mein. No, did not understand. Avni is saying did not understand. Never mind, I'll teach again. Now see children, by night, the poet is using by night. Means this going to school was a night activity. Actually by night जो है ये दोनों मिलके एक इडियम बन गए, यानी एक मुहावरा टाइप. इसलिए मैं आपको समझा रही हूं। एट नाइट को छोड़ दो, एक बार बाय नाइट समझो। बाय नाइट का मतलब है नाइट एक्टिविटी, कि रात को होने वाली एक्टिविटी। एंड गोइंग टू स्कूल इन टॉप्सी-टर्वी लैंड was a night activity, so we say that the children used to go to school by night in the topsy-turvy land. Have you understood now? It is an idiom, एक ये मुहावरा टाइप है। Got it? तो इसमें क्या होता है, मुहावरा में क्या होता है, थोड़ा हिडन मीनिंग होता है। That is why I have taken this. Fine. Now, Avni saying now understood. Thank you, Avni. Now, children, you have word meanings. One is topsy-turvy. So you know upside down. No need to write here. Upside down मैंने बता दिया। ऊपर की सब चीजें नीचे हो। जैसे this is chair. This is chair. We keep like this. But if I keep like this, it is topsy-turvy, isn't it? उल्टा उल्टा, ऐसे तो कोई बैठ ही नहीं सकता। But suppose अब जैसे I am standing, but if you say madam is walking, then something unusual, कुछ अलग से है। And if I am walking, you say madam is standing. If I am moving, you say madam is standing. In topsy-turvy land, this thing was happening. I am going to a shop, and I say, okay, you give me 1 kg of apples. He gives me 1 kg of apple and I go. And I don't pay. Can it happen in our land? Can it happen with you? Never. But in topsy-turvy land it was happening. Isn't it? And when you are not taking anything and you are going to a shop and asking the things are not available, at that time you were supposed to pay the money. Unusual. Isn't it? Okay. Now the next is pleasure. Pleasure. Please pronounce this word in a correct way. pleasure. इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Pleasure. क्या बोलेंगे? Pleasure. Pleasure means happiness, a feeling of joy. Okay, and it is written also. Feeling of enjoyment, feeling of happiness. That is called pleasure. I am not writing because it is already written, so why to waste time? Now the next word is grand. 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 Grand means great fun, yeah, big. The fair was grand, the dinner was grand, the party was grand. Grand means very big, very important, at big level. That is called grand. Have you understood? Okay. Now children, a few opposites I am going to do. Opposites, why do we do? Because we understand the meaning of the word and the meaning of the opposite word. तो एक चीज में हम दो चीजें सीख लेते हैं. That is why we do opposite words. So let's write. Please write opposites. We are going to do. Yes. Now children, today the first word I am going to take pleasure only because it is already written. Pleasure means happiness, a feeling of happiness. So the opposite is pain, dard, pain, or unhappiness. Unhappiness. And one more word is there, misery. I will write here. Misery. Misery माने भी MISERY. 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 Misery माने क्या होता है? दुख, परेशानी. So the opposite of pleasure, I have given you 3 words. We are learning 3 plus 1, 4 words when we are doing one opposite, isn't it? Pleasure, pain, misery, unhappiness. So they are opposites. Have you understood? Yes. Okay. Now the next one is, the word is grand. We have just learned grand. What is the meaning of grand? Great, big. So the opposite of grand is small or ordinary. What is ordinary? Ordinary means साधारण. आप कहेंगे today I am wearing ordinary clothes. Today I am wearing ordinary clothes. मतलब साधारण कपड़े. कोई मतलब कोई बड़े उसके बहुत शौक वाले क्लोथ्स नहीं है. और अगर मैं बहुत अच्छे से तैयार होकर आती हूँ तो आप कहेंगे आज मैडम की जो ड्रेस है वो ग्रैंड है. ग्रैंड मीन्स वेरी नाइस. वेरी नाइस को भी ग्रैंड कर देते हैं, बिग को भी कह देते हैं. ओके. हाँ, स्मॉल को स्मॉल कैन बी स्मॉल और understood. The party was grand, the party was small, the party was ordinary. Two, the word and its opposite. Now the next word, never. What is the meaning of never? Kabhi nahi. What is the meaning of never? Kabhi nahi. And always माने हमेशा. The opposite of never is always. Always. Always माने हमेशा, every time. Never माने not even one time. What the meaning? Never means not even one time, कभी नहीं. Always माने every time. So this is the most appropriate opposite of never. Now the next beautiful word, topsy-turvy. मैंने आपको क्या मीनिंग बताया टॉप्सी-टर्वी का? उल्टा पुल्टा, अपसाइड डाउन. And what is the opposite? Anybody can tell me? Anybody can tell me? I am waiting for your reply. Yes? नहीं, that is meaning, Ishita. That is meaning. I am asking you the opposite of topsy-turvy. Yes, anybody? Nobody has given me yet the answer. Upside down is meaning I am asking the opposite. No, always wrong. Now what is the opposite? I am going to tell you. Topsy-turvy, the opposite is systematic. Systematic. First of all you write, then I will explain. What is systematic? I will explain. You write. And this word is commonly, otherwise I would have given you any other word. But I am deliberately giving you systematic. Why? Because this word teachers use many times, parents use many times, and children also use many times. So it is important to learn the meaning of systematic. Topsy-turvy, the opposite is systematic. Yes. Now what is systematic? Now stop typing and listen to me. What is systematic? Systematic means according to a system, एक तरीके से, correct way से. Upside down means उल्टे पुल्टा. अब देखो मैं एग्जांपल दे रही हूँ. The books in the shelf are looking topsy-turvy. मतलब कुछ बुक्स ऊपर पड़ी हैं, कुछ नीचे पड़ी हैं, छोटी बुक्स पीछे हैं, बड़ी बुक्स आगे हैं. This is called topsy-turvy, उल्टा पुल्टा. But my mother has asked me to keep the books in the bookshelf in a systematic way. Systematic का क्या मतलब हुआ? In a proper way, ढंग से जो होना चाहिए according to the system. Have you understood? अब जैसे the class is in front of me and I ask you to write a very good, a page of a good handwriting. So what are you doing? One line you are writing very small letters. In another line you are writing very big letters. In the next line you are writing very decorative language, decorative handwriting. Then what will I say? कि my dear, you should write in a systematic way. क्या मतलब है? सिस्टमैटिक का मतलब है जैसा होना चाहिए सिस्टम के अकॉर्डिंग टू लिखो, कहीं ऊपर बड़ा नीचे छोटा ऐसे नहीं लिखो. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सिस्टमैटिक. फिर आपने अपने शूज को शू रैक में अरेंज किया, तो मैं क्या बोलूंगी कि या मामा क्या बोलेगी कि अरेंज योर शूज इन द शू रैक इन अ सिस्टमैटिक वे या सिस्टमैटिकली. व्हाट इज दैट? इन ए प्रॉपर वे, जिस ढंग से, अच्छे ढंग से, यानी कि छोटे शूज ऊपर रखो, थोड़े बड़े शूज नीचे वाले शेल्फ में रख दो, सबसे बड़े नीचे रख दो, लाइक दिस. This is called systematic. I hope you have understood. These were the word meanings and purposes. Okay. Now one more thing it is given in third stanzas. Please open your book at page number 111. Yes. Okay, I am happy that many children have understood this systematic and use this word. Use this word in the communication. Use this word in the conversation. Okay. Now, in the third stanza, and buses on the sea you will meet, while pleasure boats are planned to travel up and down the streets. Pleasure boats. What are pleasure boats? What are pleasure boats? Anybody can tell me? Vaishnavi Dikshit, don't write I am present and I am absent. Don't write like that. Whatever I am asking, please write. Please tell me if you know the answer. What is the meaning of pleasure boats here in the third stanza? I want to know from you. You have read the poem? I want to know. Anybody who can tell me? Lipika Das, you have understood. What you have understood? Have you understood this pleasure boats? Then tell me, what are pleasure boats? Anybody who can tell me a boat in which we enjoy? Very good. Very nice. This is one of the answers and I really appreciate this answer. Anybody else? Happy boats. Very good. Ayan, very good. Yes. Any other word you can tell me? I am waiting for your response. I am not getting more answers. So let me explain. Okay, happy boats. Don't repeat the answers, please. Enjoyment boats, the boats in which we feel enjoying and happy. We feel happy, we feel good. Enjoying boats. Okay, Shita. Okay, now stop. Stop. Now, children, some of you, yeah, many of you, Diksha is writing, we enjoy our friends. You mean to say we enjoy with our friends. Happy boats. Don't write, repeat the answers. Okay, now listen to me. Please stop. Now listen to me. What are pleasure boats? You must have visited a lot many tourist places, isn't it? आप तो घूमने गए हुए हो, गोवा भी कुछ लोग गए हुए. वहां क्या होता है? रात में कुछ बड़ी बड़ी, उसको क्रूज बोलते हैं, बड़ी बड़ी बोट्स को, 1 मिनट, बड़ी बड़ी बोट्स को डेकोरेट कर किया होता है. वहां पे लाइटिंग भी लगाई होती है. They are decorated. Those boats are decorated. Okay, and a proper and beautiful lighting is done. A few programs are held, dance, singing, and little party, not of very grand level, but even then we will say grand. Party, dancing, singing, decoration, lighting, and those boards do not take you to the destination. अगर आपको गोवा से कहीं और जाना है तो प्लेजर बोट में आप नहीं बैठ सकते। फॉर दैट यू हैव टू टेक शिप, लेना पड़ेगा, या फिर वो ऑर्डिनरी बोट होगी जो फ्रॉम वन साइड ऑफ द रिवर विल टेक यू टू द अनदर साइड ऑफ द रिवर, isn't it? लेकिन जो प्लेजर बोट्स हैं दे आर मेंट फॉर एंजॉयमेंट, वो टूरिस्ट के लिए होती है। एंड बोट्स आर डेकोरेटेड इवन इन अंडमान एंड निकोबार। Those beautiful big boats are decorated. People sit in that, just stroll. वो बोट आपको ऐसे ही एक चक्कर लगा के वापस किनारे पे छोड़ दे। आप जहां से चढ़ते हैं वहीं पर उतर जाते हैं। That doesn't take you anywhere else. Such boats are called pleasure boats. Have you understood what are pleasure boats? So it means in Topsy-Turvy land, pleasure boats were planned. लिखा है ना? Are planned to travel up and down the street. Very easy. Up माने एक तरफ और down माने वापस। Up या down ऐसे नहीं. Boats cannot. Up means like this, and then you are coming back down. Okay, this I have taught you earlier also. In the ice cream man, the cart goes trundling up and down the street, isn't it? We did that. Okay. So these were the things I wanted to tell you because I'm going to. These things are important for doing questions and answers. Fine, children. Now, okay. Divjot, very good. If you have understood, very good. Now, come to page number 112. Please, children, page number 112. Reading is fun. Now, please put finger. When do children go to school in Topsy-Turvy land? Read the question. I'm waiting for your reading. Have you read? Okay. Then, children, what will you underline here? Because we are learning how to write answer of a particular question. What will you underline? Do. When do children go to school in Topsy-Turvy land? अगर क्वेश्चन पे do आता है, now who is writing in night? अरे in night तो कभी आता ही नहीं. You can never write in night. Just the first thing today in the class I taught you. What was that? By night. Okay. That is different thing. Please, children, whenever I teach you something, you must listen to me carefully, attentively. Children are typing. Okay, never mind. Now see, you have underlined do. अगर क्वेश्चन में do है, तो आंसर में children, यहाँ से children से हम start करेंगे. Children, फिर उधर क्या है do, तो there will be no change in go. Children go to school by night in Topsy-Turvy land. सिर्फ हमको एक ही वर्ड सीखना है by night, और बाकी वैसा का वैसा क्वेश्चन में से हमको आंसर मिल रहा है, isn't it? तो चलो फिर से देखो. When do children go to school in Topsy-Turvy land? What will you underline? Do. Do means no change. Do means no change. Children go to school by night in Topsy-Turvy land. Full stop. I hope you have understood the answer. Okay? Very good, Ishita. You have written very nicely. Now look at the question number 2. Please, children. In the poem, now you have to understand the question also. In the poem, if buses travel on the sea, then where do the boats travel? Now this question is based on the poem. In the poem, if buses travel on the sea, then where do the boats travel? Boats travel up and down the streets. What is the answer? Boats travel up and down the streets. How should it rightly be? Boats should sail on the water, on the sea. Boats should travel on the sea. नहीं आया समझ? Okay. Then very good. Some child has written. Boats travel up and down the streets. देखो इसमें in this question, I know that many of you cannot see me properly. For a moment, I have adjusted it, and I adjusted the camera, children. Now look at the second question. Please, children. In the poem, please listen. In the poem, if buses travel on the sea, then where do the boats travel? So underline do. Where do the boats travel? Underline do. Do का मतलब क्या है? No change. Do का मतलब क्या है? No change. Then what is the answer? Start from the boats travel. Please put finger where I am reading from the question. The boats travel up and down. Understood? Ishita, don't write the question, the answer of this question which you have written. No need. Now listen to what I am teaching. The boats travel up and down the street. इसको ठीक कैसे होना चाहिए? होना क्या चाहिए? The boats should travel on the sea. Have you understood? अब इसमें should को underline करो. जो last में दे रखा है ना, how should it rightly be? Should को underline करो because now should is helping verb. So how will we start the answer? It फिर वापस जाओ should. It should travel on the sea. Yeah, on the water. Understood? I will send you, but this is the way I want to teach you how to write answer from a question. Avni, yes, your answer is correct. Very good. Okay. Now come to next question. Please put finger. The Topsy-Turvy land is very different from our land. Everybody knows that in our land, boats do not travel on the road. But nowadays, where the flood is coming, the boats are traveling on the road, but in the okay. So let us draw a comparison by filling in sentences wherever needed. Now, children, please open the book and I am going to ask you, I am going to explain to you and you write the answer in the book itself. Okay? Now, this is given. This table is given, isn't it? Topsy-turvy land. People walk on their heads. In our land, people walk on their feet. सिर्फ एक feet का ही difference है. People walk on their head. People walk on their feet. People walk on their feet. F-E-E-T, feet. Not feet. एक फुट को फुट बोलते हैं, जब दो फीट होते हैं तो उसको फीट बोलते हैं. फीट इज प्लूरल, तो डोंट राइट फीट्स, इट इज फीट ओनली. सेकंड वन डैश, फिर इन आवर लैंड द बसेस रन ऑन रोड. तो आप यहाँ क्या लिखेंगे? द बसेस रन ऑन द सी. द बसेस रन ऑन द सी. प्लीज राइट द बसेस रन ऑन the sea. The buses run on the streets बेटा नहीं आएगा, वो हमारी लैंड में होता है, लेकिन टॉप्सी-टर्वी लैंड में क्या होता है? They run on the water, they run on the sea. In topsy-turvy land, they wear their hats on feet, and in our land, देखो, they wear their hats on their heads. They wear their hats on their heads, H-E-A-D-S. And I will be sending you PDF. Don't worry, but you must concentrate where I am teaching. Now the next is dash. Boats sail in the sea. The boats sail in the sea. Where? In our land. But boats sail on the roads. In topsy-turvy land, the boats sail on the road. R-O-A-D-S. Then the last one. People pay for what they don't get. People pay sorry. उस चीज का पैसा देते हैं जो वो लेते भी नहीं। हमारे यहाँ करेगा कोई? झगड़ा कर लेगा, फाइटिंग कर लेगा, क्वारलिंग कर लेगा, लेकिन कभी भी बिना लिए कुछ पैसा नहीं देगा, isn't it? And that is not possible also. But in topsy-turvy land, people pay money for what they don't get. In our land, people pay for what they get. Very good. Very good, Avni. Very good. Very good. People pay for what they get. Have you understood this comparison? I hope you have understood. Yes. Now I am going to do one more. Page number, I am explaining. Then I will send you a PDF. No, don't worry. That from there you can copy down and you can write on your own. When I send PDF, you will match. You can check yourself, isn't it? Now page number 113. Last question. Last. Now very good. Many children have understood, but I am not winding up. Last one. Can you tell of some things that go topsy-turvy at home and there is disorder? इसका क्या मतलब है कि क्या आपके घर में ऐसा हुआ कि कुछ चीजें टॉप्सी-टर्वी हो जाती हैं, अपसाइड डाउन हो जाती है और पूरे घर में उलट पुथल डिसऑर्डर हो जाता है? जो चीज जहां होनी चाहिए वो वहां नहीं होती और जो चीज जहां नहीं होनी चाहिए वही पर होती है। ऐसा कौन सी चीजें हैं जो टॉप्सी-टर्वी हो जाती है? Now who is going to tell me? I am waiting for your answer. Yes, I am waiting for your answer. Write something in the answer that what things go topsy-turvy. Yes. Especially in Diwali, the things go topsy-turvy. Okay. Okay, anybody? Diwali? No, Diwali is not the answer. I am asking what things go. कौन सी चीजें हैं जो topsy-turvy हो जाती हैं? Diwali is not a thing. In Diwali, what happens? On Diwali. Okay. On Diwali, what happens? Nobody is writing. Okay. Shall I tell? When you go from school to home, what happens? Now stop writing Diwali. Diwali is not the correct answer. You take out your shoes. One shoe is under the bed and another shoe is in the shoe rack. Another shoe is in the shoe rack. And we keep searching for the shoe, another shoe, and we don't get because it is under the bed. So, for searching that under the bed shoe, you make the things, many things, topsy-turvy, including your shoe rack, isn't it? And many a times, people do not keep the keys, K-E-Y-S, chabiyan at proper place. And when you need that, you make the whole house topsy-turvy to in search of the keys. होता है ना ऐसे, नहीं मिल रही है चाबी, बुक्स के पीछे देखा, बैग के अंदर देखा, बैग का सामान बाहर डाला, बुक्स नीचे गिराई, but you don't get, and your house becomes topsy-turvy and there is disorder everywhere. होता है ना? Next thing, yes, you do not arrange your books and notebooks properly, systematically in the bookshelf. And when you are ready to go to school, you don't find the notebook in which you have done homework. You start crying, you are searching everywhere, everything, even your mother is trying to help you, your papa is trying to help you. And what happens? Everybody is searching, and you go crazy, but you do not get the notebook. Because the note and the house becomes topsy-turvy. Next. I'll send you my dear. I'll send you the PDF which goes topsy-turvy. Everybody takes newspaper, isn't it? Newspaper comes in the morning, everybody reads. Your father reads, your mother reads, your grandpa reads, and sometimes you also read. And reading the newspaper is very, very important in the morning itself. When you are reading the newspaper, what do? You keep the newspaper where? Where do you keep the newspaper? At some place which is fixed for keeping the newspapers. But you do not arrange them date-wise, isn't it? Now let us write what makes the place topsy-turvy. And suppose if you want to get one particular newspaper of particular date, you don't find them. You don't find them, isn't it? So, finding the newspaper. Finding the newspaper. Got it? And that time also there is disorder in the house, and everything is topsy-turvy. So many a times after reading the newspaper, your father keeps the glasses somewhere, and when he is ready to go out for his office, he finds everywhere. He goes crazy. Where are my glasses? And the house becomes topsy-turvy. The room becomes topsy-turvy. The bookshelf, everything, every place, the showcase, everything becomes topsy-turvy. Isn't it? So children, these things cause disorder in the house. And I am going to send you PDF. And children, these things which I have explained to you today, you must take care. You must write. Okay? In your notebook, you must learn. Have you understood? Have you understood all the questions and answers? Fine. So children, we have done questions and answers, and by tomorrow I will send you all the question answers in the form of PDF. Got it? Okay. Thank you children. Thank you and have a nice day.